The next video. In today's video I will show you how to render a donut chart and pie chart using SwiftUi's chart library in Flutter without any third-party library. So SwiftUI charts are only available for iOS, so this demo will only work for iOS. Other requirement is you should be using Xcode 15 because donut chart and pie chart were added in iOS 17, and I have already covered two videos where I have shown you all the other charts like the line chart, rectangle chart. I think there was some area or heat map chart, something like that, in Flutter without any third-party library. So if you are interested in that, you can watch those previous videos as well. But yeah, this is only related to donut chart and pie chart. So first of all I will show you guys the output. So this I think is the donut chart. So if I click on any of the chart, it shows any of the section, it shows the details for that. Okay, and now I will comment out my donut chart and uncomment my pie chart, and I will show you that as well. In the meantime I will just show you the setup. So just create a Flutter application, and I have refactored my homepage widget to include a scaffold, safe area, size box, and a custom widget called my SwiftUI view. So here I have defined my SwiftUI view dart, and here I have defined the identifier which should be used on the native side as well. Next I have initialized all our array. This will be the array which we will be sending back to the native side, and I have JSON encoded it so that it is easy to parse. And as usual it won't work on Android, that's why I have defined a placeholder, and for iOS I have defined a UI kit view. So yeah, this is the pie chart. So this is how it looks like. Next, so what you have to do is open your iOS project, go to app-delegate.swift. Firstly you will have to register your view and use the same identifier which you have used it on the Flutter side. Next, as usual you have to define this my SwiftUI native view factory, which is a boilerplate class. You have to define every time you have to embed a native view. So that's what I have done, nothing crazy over here. And here we are just referencing our my SwiftUI view native view. So this is over here. Next, I have as usual I have taken a UI view, I have initialized it, then we are fetching the data which we are sending it from the Flutter side to our native side, and I have sent it inside this create native view method. And here I have taken our controller, then I am converting that data into JSON, and then I am converting into an array of view month. I will show you that view month struct which I have defined. So I'm just decoding that data. Then I have created a hosting controller, as well as I have defined our SwiftUI view and applied some NS layout constraint, as well as added it to our subview. And also we have done vc.did move to parent to top controller, and here I have just defined an extension method to get the window object. Next, you have defined this Swift UI view class, and here I have imported import Swift UI, and here we are just sending the data which we have decoded, array of view month. And here you can show whatever you want. So my donut view as well as my pie chart. So this is the array struct which I was talking about. One thing which you have to make sure, this variable name should be the same which you have defined it on the Flutter side. So id, users, view count, and color, it should match exactly what you have defined it on the Flutter side. If they don't match, you will have to do additional work on the native side for parsing. That's why I have kept the name same, and I have also defined an extension for UI color because we are sending color in format of hex color. That's why I have defined this extension. Next, for my donut view, here I have just defined we are just passing that array. Then I have defined a selected count as well as selected type. Then once you get a type selected, I have just defined a function which just updates the value for selected type. And here if you see, I have just taken a v stack for that. In that I have taken a chart, I am passing our array. Then I have defined a sector mark, then defined an angle, inner radius, outer radius, as well as angular inset. Then define some foreground style as well as corner radius. Then I have defined a chart angle selection, and the chart background will differ depending on whether you have a selected type or not. So this is when you have a selected type. If not, then I have just showing something like this. Then I have defined our frame, as well as once the type is selected, I am displaying a text. Then I have added a spacer, and here I have defined an on change. So once a on change is called, we are just doing some kind of an animation. So this is for my donut view, and this is for my pie chart. So here again we are sending that array, and here I have defined a v stack. Inside that I have defined a chart which has a sector mark, an angle and an angular inset, which then we have defined a annotation as well as a foreground style. And here I have defined the frame with the maximum width and maximum height, and then I have defined a chart plot style with the padding. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.